India's industrial capacity to produce launchers needs significant enhancement, and more companies are entering this field to increase production capabilities, ISRO chairperson said on the sidelines of the India Space Congress. The Congress also featured a space startup mixer session connecting entrepreneurs, mentors, investors and industry experts. My colleague Aishwarya Anand caught up with a few space tech founders and VCs. Take a look.
From groundbreaking mission to the Mars, the Moon and close to the Sun, India's space endeavour has made significant strides, well, not just in terms of missions but also in terms of embracing private participation. After a historic 2022 first private rocket launch by Skyroot, Agnikul made history in 2024 with world's first 3D printed rocket engine launch. Now going forward, 30 space launches, including 7 by private startups like Agnikul and Skyroot, have been scheduled in FY25. I'm here at India Space Congress 2024 to meet some startups and investors who are building a future of boundless possibilities. Incubated at IIT Madras, Bengaluru-based Galaxi Space that specializes in microsatellites successfully tested its synthetic aperture radar technology on a subscale, high-altitude pseudo-satellite which was developed by the National Aerospace Laboratories. This was the first for a private company globally. What kind of results have you seen there? What was this partnership about and how did it go?
It has really given us the results which has a fusion of EO and SAR sensor, which is something that we wanted to achieve. It has also given us an understanding of the miniaturization in terms of the mass and power budgets that we wanted to get on for a SAR sensor. Imagery has been a fusion of both the collections, and it will be able to detect objects, to detect change and any progress on the field.
Galaxi, which is building a constellation of indigenous microsatellites with data fusion capabilities, is now planning to launch the world's first multi-sensor satellite. Their soon-to-launch Drishti mission would be capable of observing Earth night and day, even peering through dense clouds.
This Drishti mission is very important, not just for us, but also for the nation and also for the world, because this is the world's first multi-sensor satellite containing EO and SAR on the same platform. From the perspective of launch, typically 9 to 12 months is what we're looking at.
Not just Galaxi, another space tech startup, Gondar, is gearing up to launch its space surveillance satellites, claiming to be India's first. The company aims to release 40 satellites that use multimodal data pool to provide clients with data and orbital insights. For that, the company has recently unveiled its new nerve center in Bengaluru, which will serve as the hub of operations and customer engagement.
This facility is the only facility in Asia that is part of a bigger mission with the other countries, where we provide space domain awareness capabilities for different countries today, be it defense, military, commercial companies, insurance companies, through this facility in Bangalore. We've been focusing on deploying our infra. Our infra is both space-based and ground-based. So we're setting up our ground-based observatory in Ladakh. Next month we will unveil that facility as well. And we're launching more and more satellites to track objects in space. And when we talk about satellite launches, we are doing at least 2 launches this year.
Indian space tech startups have attracted over 1,000 crore of private investment since April last year. Speciale Invest, which focuses on deep science and enterprise technology with a portfolio of 40 companies including Agnikul and Galaxi, is set to launch its third flagship fund at a marginally bigger corpus than its $38 million previous fund.
Fund 3 will invest between 25 and 29. Fund 2 has done 14 investments already. So going by the math of 18-20, we possibly will do 4 more investments in the next 3 quarters.
Any interesting space that you're looking at? Like something different than what you've bagged earlier?
So we remain very focused on 5 categories. Advanced manufacturing, which encompasses robotics, quantum, defense, semiconductors. We continue to be very bullish on space. Of course, we made foundational investments in launch, through Agnikul, in satellites through Galaxi. We're now thinking what else can be done beyond this. InSpace City is a great example where they're doing maintenance capabilities in space, right? So continue to be focused on that. Energy is a big area. We've done a lot of work on fossil fuel transition, but very little on decarbonization. So I think we'll see a lot more happening on the decarbonization side.
According to government data, India boasts of over 200 space tech companies. In 2023 alone, 53 new space tech startups were added to the ecosystem. In fact, to propel it further, InSpace has launched a pre-incubation entrepreneurship program. Now driven by increased FDI, public-private partnership, new advanced tech and upcoming incentives, India's space economy is set to touch $44 billion by 2033 as per a report by Tree Life. With camera person Saurabh Chauhan, Aishwarya Anand for CNBC-TV18.
All right, with that, it's time for us to take a short break. But up next, JCB Salons has raised 40 crore rupees from black soil. We'll get you their story along with their future plans right after this short break.